So the draws have been done, the Afcon draws. So we're looking at Group F. That's our area of interest because Zambia is there, the Chipolo boys are there. So they've been paired with Morocco, Congo DR, and Tanzania. Okay, now what makes this group interesting is that, of course, just by hearing the names, the focus may be on Morocco, that they are the best team in the group because they recently did well at the Afcon, going through to the quarterfinals, and their performance was good. And now everyone is rating them to automatically proceed from the group. I think that may not be the case because, like you all know, football is played on the pitch. Football is played on the pitch, and when you look at statistics, okay, we're interested in statistics because numbers don't lie. In terms of statistics, actually, it's not Morocco is better in the group, or is who people should think will progress automatically. Okay, Zambia is there, DRC is there, Tanzania is there. But when it comes to statistics are favoring DRC as the team that can progress easily to the next round. Okay, because if you look at Morocco have actually played 2 games. They've actually, in their last 5 games, they've played 5 games. They've won 2 games, they've drawn 2 games, and they've lost 1 game. Okay, if you look at their goal difference from the goals that they've conceded and the goals that they managed to score, you can see that they just stand at 1. Okay, now here's the thing. This is the team that has only picked 8 points from the last 5 games, okay, out of the possible 15 points. Now, when you look at DRC, they've played their 5 games. They've managed to win 4 games. They haven't lost any game, okay. They've drawn 1 game, okay. So from the 5 games that DRC has played, they've managed to pick 12 points, okay. Morocco has picked 8 points. Zambia has played 5 games, winning 3 games, losing 1 against Egypt. The one they lost, was it yesterday or the other day? And they've managed a draw, getting 10 points, okay, and a goal difference of 3. DRC has got a goal difference of 7. So in terms of the table, if you look at it in that way, from the last 5 games, this group, Congo DR, they have 12 points, Zambia 10 points, Morocco 8 points, and Tanzania has got 7 points. Okay, so look at it now this way. That's how the table stands, assuming the 5 games played were in a tournament. Okay, we're trying to see which one is the best team, or the best teams that can easily progress. Okay, so on paper, it's not Morocco that is a favorite to progress. It's actually DRC, and then Zambia, and then Morocco, and lastly Tanzania. Okay, now here is how it gets interesting. DRC has never lost a game. Okay, they've just managed, they've lost 1 game, sorry. They've managed to win 4 games. That's a good number of games to win. Okay, and out of 15 points that they should have accumulated from the 5 games they've played, they've managed to get 12%. Okay, a good percentage if you ask me. So on paper, DRC are the favorites to easily progress from that group, okay, going by statistics. Remember, statistics don't lie. I used to tell this when World Cup was going on with the women, that this and this team will do this and this based on that. So you can trust this, okay? Don't be surprised if Morocco is booted out in the first round, or if they fail to make it the next round. Okay, so now talking about Zambia, if you look at head-to-head against DRC Congo, we've had a problem beating Congo like convincingly, the way we beat South Africa. South Africa, they are our clients. We beat them like easily, unlike DRC Congo. So for us to easily get out of this group like on top or second, what we need is the games against DRC and Tanzania. These are a must win when the tournament begins if we are to proceed to the next round. We have a problem with the Arabs. I don't know, maybe we give them too much respect, or their style of play doesn't we fail to match with ours. They like long balls and those long passes. whereas Zambia loves the tiki-taka type of football, short passes and things like that. Okay, so talking about our chances, if we can manage to pass through DRC, win against Congo DR, then we'll be better, we'll be okay, because we have 6 points. And then Morocco also, because we are playing the last game against Morocco, which is a good thing, by the way. People are saying we should have played Morocco early because they are the strongest, what. But looking at what happened at the World Cup, you saw where the ladies first played against Spain, and Spain humiliated them, scored a lot of goals, thereby dampening their morale to actually perform better against other teams. And now after the ladies managed to beat Costa Rica, people started saying that it would have been better if we had played with Costa Rica, so that the girls would have garnered the morale and composure that they would have needed to play better against Japan, which was a better team among all. Okay, so now the opposite has happened. People are fearing Morocco, and now the draws that were conducted are putting Morocco as the last game that we'll play against. Okay, so meaning that if Zambia can manage to get the 6 points I've talked about, forget about drawing with which team, about DRC and Tanzania, just straight wins, then we'll have a better chance to progress with when we meet Morocco. Okay, the danger is that Morocco may fail to convincingly beat these two sides, and now they may be wounded when we meet in the last game. That may jeopardize our chances of going through if we fail to beat DRC, which has given us a lot of problems. When you look at head-to-head, we haven't been convincingly beating them, unlike other teams that we usually beat. And the Arabs, the story is known. Egypt, Algeria, and Morocco, Tunisia, these teams, if you go by stats, Zambia hasn't been doing very well. It's a long history. I don't know, maybe it's their style of play, like I've said. So what we need to do is take advantage of the two games, the first two games that we'll play. The first one will be against DRC, then Tanzania, and then Morocco. If things don't go our way, at least get a draw against DRC. If we lose against DRC, trust me, the 3 points against Tanzania, which we all think is guaranteed, may be different. And by the way, Tanzania can also defend. Tanzania can defend. If you look at the games they've played, they've actually been losing 1-0, draw. Yeah, the draw they got was 0-0. And the two games they lost was by a margin of 1-0. So they are also a team that knows how to pack the bus. When it comes to defending, they can defend like no man's business, and they can surprise us that we fail to beat them. Now, here is where it gets interesting. The game that Morocco lost among the two that they played, they lost it to South Africa. Okay? Take note of that. Congo DRC, the game that they lost it to South Africa. Okay? So both teams that will meet, Morocco and Congo DR, both lost it to South Africa. Okay? And remember, Zambia had managed to beat South Africa. Okay? We beat South Africa, which gave problem to Morocco and DRC. I hope you understand what I mean. So that gives us that advantage that the teams that are failing to South Africa, we can easily manage to beat them, because we've beaten South Africa before. And yes, actually, if you look at the games that we played, they should be the 7th game going backwards. We played against South Africa and we beat them 2-1. And this is the team that has gone on to beat Morocco and Congo DR, and we are meeting these guys. So if there's anyone at FAS or anyone on the technical bench, please go and watch those games again, South Africa versus Morocco and South Africa versus Congo DR, and then watch the game that we played against them. Then you can take your notes from there. That will give you a clue of what I'm talking about. This is very important, and it might be very helpful to the technical bench to analyze. Yeah, I hope they have the video analysts and all those guys doing their job. This is the key if you want to get the results against Morocco and Congo DR. Okay, well, you can forget about Tanzania. Tanzania, you just need good strikers. The midfield should be You should bring in Cletus Chotachama. He knows them very well. He gives them problems. So don't even sideline him. We know you've been sidelining him. The coach thinks that when we talk about Triple C to come in as creative midfielder, like we just pushing an agenda that we don't know about or anything, because we don't know, we are not coaches and everything like that. Yes, you may not like him, or probably the problem is you are comparing him to Klins Kangwa. Klins Kangwa, yes, plays in the UEFA Champions League, but it's a whole different story if you look at how he has managed to find himself there and the team that he plays for. Not taking anything away from Klins Kangwa. He's a good player, a very good one. But look at Triple C. This is the midfielder that scores goals more than the strikers have scored. You can even check the stats from his club, okay? And the same Arabs that we are fearing, when he plays Champions League, these are the teams that fear him, and then he gives them problems. And then you are putting him on the bench, okay, risking us to qualify to the World Cup. If Zambia fails to qualify to the World Cup, the problem won't be the players. The problem won't be the administration at first. The problem will be the coach, okay? We don't know. Maybe we don't know what goes on there or what he sees during training, but everyone is talking about Triple C. That should be an area of concern, okay? That should be an area of concern, even to the administration. First, they should start thinking there could be a problem. Remember when Zambia won the Afcon in 2012, okay? Dario Bonetti managed to qualify the team to Africa Cup. And what did Carlo do? He fired Dario Bonetti, brought in Hevrena. What was the result? Zambia managed to win its first ever Afcon. Okay? So the first, yes, Grant is a good coach. I'm not saying you go and fire him, but try to talk to him. You are the boss at the moment. You are in charge, okay? You can easily talk to him. This player, please give him a chance. Even the friendlies that are lined up, we are not calling or asking for much. The friendlies, let him play. People will see, and then prove him wrong that he's not a good player and he has failed to deliver. Okay, then because if we fail to go to the World Cup, the blame will come on the coach. He's going to get to face the wrath of the fans. They'll call for his blood. Remember, these people, they don't just make noise. They're the people who are paying tax, the money that is paid to the coach. So sometimes you listen when people are talking. Okay, if you close your ears, okay, it might be too late. Okay, so this is the advice to first go and watch those two games between South Africa and Morocco. Go and watch the game between DRC and South Africa. Then watch the game between Zambia and South Africa. Let it be the benchmark. You'll see what I'm talking about. Then you can pick the loose ends from those three games. It will help you. Trust me, it will help you. So the benefits will be there. Okay, can you help us with the fixtures? Yes, Mr. Charles, I'll do so. I'll share, and if you go to my wall, everything I think is there. The fixtures, the times they'll play, everything. But I'll keep you posted with more. So, prediction. Which teams are likely to go from Group F? DRC and Zambia. Any of the two can either finish top or second. Okay, you can pin this. DRC and Zambia are likely to qualify from Group F. I know football is a game of numbers. It's about probability and the likelihood that one thing can happen over the other. But that's my view. Okay, forget about Morocco. Just do what I'm saying. Get your video analyst, take the technical bench, sit down. Now things are everywhere. You can watch those games easily at the tap of your finger. Okay, then you get the notes from there. Remember, people are calling for Kemuka, Kelvin Mbanga Kampamba, a good player from Zesco United. He does wonders. He has been scoring goals. Look at the goals that he has scored in the league. Look at Cletus Chotachama, the goals that he has scored in the last 5 games. Look at Kemuka, the goals that he has scored in the last 5 games. Look at the players that you are using. We are not saying they are bad players. They are good players. They are professional. They are playing at the highest level. But give these guys a chance also to prove themselves that they can do this. You know, there are a lot of teams that have gone to competitions like Afcon and World Cup with local players, and they've used them. Okay, one example I can give is of Nigeria. Nigeria, they went to, was it Afcon that was held in South Africa? Should be 2008 or something, where they went with Sandemba. Sandemba was a player playing in the local league in Nigeria, but he was used as a top man, the way you are using Patson Daka. That's how he was used, Sandemba. And he managed to put in goals. Okay, they had professional players at that time playing abroad, and they didn't call them. They picked the local guy and put him as the main striker, where everyone is looking to provide those goals. The boy delivered. Okay, so about his career is a topic for another day. So it's not strange that you can prefer somebody playing in Africa than someone who is playing in Europe. Okay, look at the strengths, the needs. Okay, the needs. If you have Fashion Sakala, Patson Daka, and these are players that can score goals. They are the ones who score goals. And then if you can add a midfielder who scores goals, okay, that would be advantageous. Okay, but you are sitting on goals and everyone is quiet. Everyone is afraid to tell the coach to advise the fans and to advise fans and everyone. Okay, these are things that people should be talking about. And when they talk, you label them as they are making noise or something. Okay, so about Group F, I think that's all that I managed to pack for you today. We will be looking at other groups. I think it should be maybe tomorrow or Sunday. We're going to continue debunking this information so that people know, and then they may be able to make a conclusion from there. Remember, most of the stats, the predictions that I give, you can go to the page, you'll find this. There, I can say 90% or 100%. Okay. Remember the last time we advised that these things may go this way. Okay, let me not talk about that. Please just go to my own, scroll down, you'll find everything. Okay, so these are informed facts backed by statistics and not just hearsays. Okay, so when you hear people writing things on Facebook, you need groups commenting things against what the people who watch football from the stadium are saying, they label them as, no, maybe it's your relative, you don't know anything because you are not a coach, you are not what, okay, you haven't played football at the highest level. Sometimes you should learn to listen. Okay, and now for clubs, especially those that will be playing in Super League, not Super League, not the Zambian Super League, the CAF Super League, the new CAF Super League that was introduced, that will run parallel to CAF Champions League and CAF Confederation League. Okay, if you are a club in Tanzania, in Algeria, in Tunis, in Morocco, in Egypt, or everywhere, in South Africa, there are players in Zambia that you can that can help you. Okay, I'll talk about two players that I feel that these are due. They should be moving to either Europe or some other countries where better offers can be. I don't know their agents if they also view things the same way, or the scouts. Go to Power Dynamos, look at Joshua Mtale. Joshua Mtale, if you've watched football and you remember the days of Clifford Mlenga, the one recently retired at Forest Rangers, this is the Joshua Mtale that we are talking about. Okay, he's a midfielder, he's able to run, he take on opponents, and he's able to bang in those goals. Okay, if you watch the Zambian League, you can remember the last goal he scored should be against, which team was that? Green Buffaloes or something? Yeah, but you go and watch that. Not only that, watch at his performance during the continental competition that they were involved in. This is the player that big clubs should be looking at. Here, Sundowns approached, but things didn't materialize. But this is the player, because I know this broadcast is not only being watched in Zambia, it's global. So big teams, if you're an agent, try to find out. Okay, this is the player that can easily fit in the style of play. Joshua Mtale, Kemuka, Kelvin Manga Kampamba. Okay, these, when you look at how they play, the contribution to their team and the stats, these are due to play at any level of football, be it abroad or within the continent. Okay, so yes, those are people that should be looking at, and they're likely to go places, trust me, because I've watched them in person. I have seen how they play, and when you compare with other players, you can tell that they are good players in Zambia, though the league, in terms of marketing, hyping, and everything, there's still much more work to do. And so, if you look at hyping and marketing, also the clubs, when you are a club, okay, especially the executives of these clubs, you need to have a media team that knows what they're doing, that's active, because that's a job, that's a full-time job. They shouldn't just be taking pictures on the pitch, making those short clip videos and everything. Okay, you should learn from your other teams how they do it. Okay, look at Simba. They have a big game away from home. They are playing in Zambia. Okay, and here they are. You go to their Facebook page, they have 10 posts in a day, videos, interviews, everything, hyping their players, hyping the game. Okay, go to the opposition, Power Dynamos, 3-4 posts, pictures, stories, and everything. It ends their fixtures. That's where the problem is. When you go to Tanzania, Simba is playing, or Yanga is playing. These guys are serious. Their stadiums are packed because they know how to hype their game. Now, whose job is this? The media team, the guys behind those posts you are seeing on Facebook. They do an incredible work. Okay, they know what they do. That's why you find that their stadiums are packed and they rake in revenues. But if you have a team playing, it's Nkana versus Power, you go to Nkana page, you have 2 posts, the starting lineup, and maybe what the coach said or something. It ends there. Nothing from the players, nothing from the training grounds, no hyping of whatsoever, nothing from the fans. Guys, I don't know. How do you expect the stadium to be full? How do you expect the stadium to be full so that you can make money? The same money the club who used to pay you. And when they don't pay you, you start complaining. Okay? So people should be engaged based on their capabilities, and they should know what they're doing. This time, you don't need 4 years to sit on a desk at a certain university in Lusaka, and then you come and just take photos, you do 1 post, 2 posts on a page that is followed by more than 100,000 people. And when you have 500 people in the stadium or 200 people, you start complaining that, no, Zambians don't love football. You should be serious. Learn from Yanga, learn from Simba SC. Okay? Their stadiums are always packed, sold out sometimes. Okay, so you can learn from there. Nowadays, it's about engage the audience. These are people that those small monies they use to buy tickets and what, those do count. Okay, sometimes your sponsors may not push in money the way you want, but those small, when you add together, they make good money. Okay, so that's why I backed for you today. Thank you for watching, and remember, we have the jerseys replica for Manchester United, we have for Manchester City, we also have for Liverpool. Replicas are going at 300, so you can talk to us. Delivery is free. We can also give you a discount if you are interested or you are within Copper Belt, because we can easily deliver to you without incurring any cost. So we're doing a lot. We also have nice shoes to sell and replicas and everything that you may want. Please go to our Facebook page. You can go to our shop and then see on Facebook, everything's there. You'll be able to buy. And please, if you're watching us for the first time, click on the follow button. You will find that you won't regret. The information that we unpack, that we give to you, will be valuable if you indeed love football. Not just Zambian football, but also European football. We talk about European football, we cut across. Okay, so that's all. Thank you very much, Mr. Charles. I'll be sending to you the fixture for all the teams, the times they'll play, and their venues and everything that is involved. Hope we meet again tomorrow to discuss about the other groups. We've just debunked the Group F. Please, if you joined late, just go back and see. There's advice for the FAS, technical bench, and of course the administration as well, on how we can improve the game of football. Clubs should also learn if they watch this video. Signing off.